Hello everybody and welcome to episode 27 of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. In the last episode we automated the coke part, which is really nice, and the treated wood as well. And we also did the super duper ME controller. And I did one thing in between episodes. I cleaned up this thing and I kind of automated it. So for example, we do Elite, I believe. No, Ultimate. This guy. Ultimate control circuit. Let's order up 10. You're going to see it working. Haha. So how do you do this? Very simply. ME interface. I just renamed it to Empowerer, so it just shows up in the as an Empowerer in the interface terminal. And then I have all the patterns here. I don't have automation for most of these recipes. Like I might have beryllium dust, but I don't have, for example, aesthetic green blocks. So we will go over the course of the next episodes. I'm gonna maybe in between set up automations for these. I don't know, but we're gonna get it done at some point. Okay. And then this guy is also renamed. It doesn't have to be, but the important part here is the ME interface is set up to, I mean, it doesn't really matter with the Empowerer too much, but you can set it to do not push crafting items if inventory contains items. You then basically have only one set of items in here, and if I turn this off, it's gonna just export all of them, which I think is fine for the moment because it is fine because we have, if I grab my where did my backpack go? No, backpack. I need this. So if I view all the conduits here and go to all of them, and then we shift left click, you can see I have filters, or the big item filters even, advanced big item filters, those which require shulker shells. So I went to the end and killed a few shulkers to get more shulker shells. We're gonna need a shulker spawner at some point anyway, because I believe we need shulker shells for something, for this, wyvern cores, yeah. So we're gonna have to automate that at some point. But you just filter on each of these on which item you want inside, and then it kind of just works on its own, and you can have an extract. And what I did is I just extract back into, you know what? No, we don't need to do that. We can just, instead of having an insert there, we're gonna put another conduit here. We're gonna switch this to conduit mode just so we disconnect this, and we're gonna say insert on red. And then we don't need to insert on red here. We can just do green. And then this should go directly into the interface and directly back to the storage system. I don't even need to have a separate conduit. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But what I want to do today is hopefully get to the quantum ring. For that, we're going to need black iron and then just crafting to get to the crafting table that we need, because the quantum ring this quantum link chamber requires this, and then we need the singularity, which is singularity. This guy requires the matter condenser. Matter condenser is a quantum compressor, and a quantum compressor is advanced crafting table. So we just need to upgrade this to the tier 2 crafting table. So yeah, okay. So black iron is induction smelter, invar graphite blocks. So we need some drawers. We need a 2x2, and then we'll just do a compacting drawer, I think. And then do we need black iron blocks for anything? Black iron blocks uses. You're used to make all of these stuffs, and then looks like they're used to make pedestals, and they're used in the empowered recipe. Compacting drawer. Okay. Do I have any black iron inside the system? I do have a few. Oh, that's sooty marble. I have a little bit, so we can toss that here. And then let me just automate this. It is all done now. And pretty much the only thing you have to worry about here is that you add a limited item filter in the back for 64 invar and 64 graphite blocks, because the induction smelter isn't smart enough to have a separate input on both sides. Even though I could probably just do, I would still need a filter, and then it would be weird because it can auto input. So I could, for example, set this left side to be green and say auto input enabled, and then it should possibly just keep all of this stocked. And then the back one, I could be setting, for example, on purple, and then the back is always going to do these, but I still would need a filter. So if we do just, I'm going to show you the other way. If we just grab this, I need to grab one of you. And if we do this and let's just do this so we don't, you can sneak right click filters to automatically do the thing. And you can do that. And then this should be fine. And since we always have graphite on stock, or actually, are we slowly... Why are you not... You're making graphite, but you're not fast enough, apparently. This is upgraded, though. I would need maybe to upgrade it to the next tier. Because this is using full blocks, it might be struggling with that part. But it should, once it gets a backlog of graphite, I could probably have more storage on this, I guess. So if we do this, let's say 496. Even though I have everything on 1,000, we're gonna have just that on a bit more. Or might have two. I have 4,000 of bricks for some reason. I have that set to 4,000. Yep. Okay. But yeah, this should be fine. And kind of keep. It looks like it's maybe not keeping up, but it's still. If it's set only onto the left side, it shouldn't put invar blocks into the purple slot, so it should be fine. And then you don't really need a limited item filter, so that's fine. Okay. So we have black iron. Let me now craft all of the components for the crafting table. For this guy, we just need, and these recipes are just gonna need the elite, and then this is a whole nother recipe. So I don't think we're gonna need that many more of these catalysts. They're only used to make this catalyst. Yeah. So let me just craft all of the things that we need. We need a bunch of these black iron slates, and I'll be back once I have the crafting table. Here is the advanced crafting table, the tier 2 one. So we can just take this one and replace it. I think we can craft probably we can craft everything with the basic tier. We need a creative builders one, voider miner controller. Can I craft this? The recipe is only the basic crafting table, so we are gonna need all of them. Okay, so I can do the same thing that I do with those parts. We're just gonna do it on this side. It's gonna be 4 tiers. So we can do, I mean, we could have one on each corner, to be honest, and just do that, I guess. Tier 1. I have this tinkering table, but we're gonna get rid of it because I don't really need it anymore. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention, I made another Supremium helmet, and this one doesn't have any charm in it. I can put in another one like absorption or something else if we need to. I could also put strength on the chest plate, but we're getting strength 2 from, I believe, our nutrition, I think, from this. So that's fine, but because I have weather resistance and resistance, and we can put absorption on the helmet. That's the thing that we can do. But I have the other one in here. Whenever I need night vision, I can just pop this one on, and we should be fine. Okay, I forgot to cover these guys with facades right off the bat here, so that's nice and covered. And now we have the second tier, which can craft us creative essence. That's interesting. We can do solar array controller tier 4 and the quantum compressor. So I need pistons, 4 compressors, 2 auto compressors, 2 blocks of black iron, and an elite compressing factory. So I think I have plutonium, because the compressors, I have these, but I think the installer is what I'm trying to look at. This elite installer requires plutonium. I think we have, yeah, we got it somewhere. I don't remember where, possibly in a loot chest. We're missing nether brick. I need to automate nether brick. How do I crafted all of it into blocks, I think. The thing I'm turning back to is I need netherrack. So I might do some sort of thing with, we could get, do we have a builder? Or how difficult it is to get a builder? Not that difficult. What about a shape card? Shape card quarry. That's a reinforced cell frame. That is fluid transposer with aluminum. And this is a whole nother thing with the empower and all that. It's not a crafting rabbit hole that I want to go down to. But I need netherrack at some point. We can automate it with the barrels, but that's kind of really slow and very power costly on that part, I think. We can still do it. Also, endstone is now backlogged because I don't have hammers in here. I think I had them, I added those in between episodes, but we have now, where is it? This side, we have a backlog of endstone essence, and it's gonna stop running at 40,000. And I kind of removed the cow seeds because the phytogenic insulators I still need to fix with the whole, that's my alarm clock going off with the whole redstone conduits in the back, because these are kind of emitting a redstone signal. So this one is turning off on this one and this one if this one is on. It isn't individual is what I'm trying to say. I hope that made sense. But back to what I need to do and crafting the quantum compressor. Making this quantum compressor is super easy now that I crafted all the components, and I think I missed it. Here it is. This is going to require 10,000 pistons, which basically means 10,000 iron plates and a whole lot of treated wood. So I kind of increased the size here on this, and I changed it to a sequential fabricator because somebody said in the comments, I think Joel was it, that I should use this. It's faster. It uses 200 millibuckets more of creosote oil, but I think it's faster in terms of this. And what we can do to just increase the speed is just every so often time in a bottle it, and then it just goes nuts. And we're going to get a whole ton of creosote oil out of this as well, which is really cool. Okay, so to craft the quantum compressor, I have everything here except for this guy, which we need to do basic tier, advanced tier, and elite tier. And then it's the elite compressing factory, and we can put it in here, quantum compressor. That probably is a quest somewhere, and we might get it, we might not, we might get it later. But this requires 10,000 pistons, and it requires a catalyst, I think is another, I could just use Singularity. Also, I love this A feature, or this like bookmark feature. It's really neat. So to make this, we need matter condenser. It requires the elite compressing factory as a thing, as a modifier. So I'm glad we can make another one of these. So we need the basic tier installer, the advanced tier installer, and the installer, the ultimate or the elite tier installer. I think I have plutonium. I thought I had 2 more. Apparently they don't go into the thing, but we need a steel casing. If I can craft one of those. I smelted a bunch of nether brick. No, here. Thank you very much. Go do your thing. Steel casing, come with me, please. Thank you very much. So that should be the elite tier installer, and then we just need a compressor. So an osmium compressor, that will be just 2. Nope. And there's lag. Oh, very slowly. Circuit. We need 2 of these. Like auto crafting is very nice. I could have all of these machines on auto craft as well. That could be a thing, but I think it's fine. So we can do another basic, another advanced, and another elite. Okay. And does this require power, or is it just you take items? It does require power. Oh god, it takes a lot of time to break. I hope this breaks. Harvest level Terra Steel. So hold on. This is Terra Steel, so we need Enderium, and then that's Terra Steel. So I can't pick this up. Oh god, until I get Terra Steel. Really? Okay. Fine. We'll make it work. I'll do a power cell. I have one of those. We're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna do this here. And then we're gonna just do a cable. And I should have cables like down here somewhere. We're gonna kind of just go over here. This is gonna be the jankiest setup you have ever seen, but it's gonna be temporary. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a export. I have them on me. An export bus. Boom. We're gonna do the elite compressing factory. And then we're gonna do this and give you pistons, and then give you a crafting card, and then acceleration cards. So you should be getting pistons, right? Yeah, something's happening with pistons. It's kind of slow, but it's getting pistons. And this is just gonna, with the crafting card, export pistons as it can. And eventually it's gonna get to 10,000, and we're gonna get one of these. I would like to maybe watch it, because I have made a bunch of pistons that we can like manually insert if we wanted to. But I would like to watch it so it doesn't overflow this too much. because I would need to turn this guy off to not export more, I guess. But we're going to get to like 2,000, 3,000 or so very quickly. And then it's just going to start draining our treated one. As you can see, it goes like 100 down every so often. Yep. Okay. So I just need to wait, basically. And I'm going to eat my breakfast that just got made. And I'm just going to wait until this gets to 10,000. This requires a whole bajillion load of power. So I have this on... the output is on a time in a bottle, and this is on a time in a bottle, and it's still slow because we are, I think, running out of power, and I hope it doesn't... How much power do we have in here? We still have power. We're just outputting the maximum amount that we can, and I can probably... Where's my output? I think it's in the bottom here. Hello, output. What if I do you a thing, and then I go up... And then we do you a thing. And then you a thing. Will you get to finish? But it's getting there. It's just taking time. I think it's just blocked by the output. So we're just kind of waiting on that part. It's slowly draining. And I don't think I can speed this entire thing up. I can just speed up a specific block and it's not going to speed up anything. So basically, just a waiting game until I get this completed. But yeah, it finished. We have a matter condenser. Oh my god, okay. And I sorted out a little bit of a power problem, or a thing I had with the power problem. I was moving, if I go down here, come on, I was moving conduits around here for this entire setup, and I think we're gonna either just remove this, because we don't really need delighted meals anymore, I don't think, because we have the nutrition up to whatever, and we can just use liquid meat. So I think we might just remove those, or just add them to a storage system somewhere. Storage system. I need those keys. To whatchamacallit, a drawer controller somewhere just to have somewhere in the back. But I might actually do something entirely separate for this at some point. Maybe down here, we could add stuff in the walls if we wanted to, as well. In this part, even though we have these things sticking out of the floor, even though I didn't plan on these, I should have probably just had another basement kind of area and then moved all of this downwards, which I still probably can do. I can just open it up, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not down here at all anymore, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so all right, let's get this thing rolling now. We need singularities, so this is gonna require just items being inputted, I believe, and then a 64K storage cell. So we need a 64K storage. I have a 64K storage cell. Okay. We can just split it into storage component. We put that in there, and that we don't need. We can get a cobble generator. We can get one of these. For the moment, I'm just gonna test. We're up to 3 octuple compressed, by the way, just as a quick update. But we're gonna take this. Put you here. This does 4,000 every so often, like every couple seconds. So this should eventually get me a singularity. I don't think I can generate items much faster unless I craft more of these dense cobble generators. I could probably just extract cobblestone out of this drawer or something and do that part to give it a quicker thing. We can do a transfer node. Hold on, let's do this together. We're gonna grab that, and I have things in here actually. We can add the pipe, the filter, and the upgrades. Filter upgrades. So we're gonna do a cobblestones because this is gonna be faster than exporting out of the system. Let's just clear that filter and let's grab this. We're gonna move the matter condenser at some point anyway. So we're gonna do that and that. That's gonna put in, I believe, double compressed. Yeah. So let's put this away. And then we do this and this. And I don't know if this retains the amount of stuff it stored, but it doesn't matter. It was free cobblestone anyway. So if we do that and that, we see it going up, and we can also toss in this. So this should start running at some point once it gets below, I don't know how much I have this set to, 6 million, I think. So this should eventually just get me a singularity. So I'll just leave that be. And now we can go to the magical forest that I don't know if I showed, But I started just clearing out a little bit of an area, and it's currently raining. We can turn off video settings, animations, rain splash. Done. Okay. So I cleared out a little bit of an area. I don't necessarily have a super big idea on what we want to do just now, but we need Thaumcraft, Botania, Blood Magic, and something else. So we might do like a little central build of some kind. Maybe a squircle would be good, a circle, a cylinder maybe. And then we do 4 pathways on each side, and each one is one of the magic mods. Because we need Astral Sorcery, Botania, Thaumcraft, and Blood Magic. I don't think we need anything else out of the magic mods. So let me get back to base. What broke? I heard a breaking noise. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, we can't pick this up unless we use a cardboard box, but I don't want to use it because it might crash the world or something. That's always a possibility when you pick up something. Wireless out of range. ME system, hello? Hello, what is going on? We have channels. We have wireless. Okay, sandstone. Nope, not that. This. And cover up. Okay, let me get some things ready. The things that I want to build with, and also a building guide, and get a thingy set up, and I'll just start working on the build. So I'm glad this thing keeps its items, because I had it set to, I believe it was to destroy items. I don't know if it does anything with the destroy items, or maybe you could use this as a condenser for just destroying items, I guess. But we want also some of these matter balls as well. I don't know why it's super slow on this, but these matter balls can be used with the dyes. I think I made. I think it's called an applicator. Yes, this color applicator with applied logistics, and we can then take, for example, some dye. Let's say we take black dye, and we make a stack of it, and we can put it, I believe, I don't know if you open this, storage energy, I think, oh, you might be able to do this. No? How does one use this again? I have to look it up, but somehow you can turn it on, and it absorbs these matter balls and uses it for colors. It doesn't say though. I need to look it up. The way you use this is with a matter chest, ME chest. You just put in the paintballs, and then you can take the color applicator out, and then I believe you shift scroll wheel to get the colors, and then you can color cables directly. And you can also, I think, uncolor the cables by using snowballs, I believe. If we do snowballs, let's just grab 2 stacks of those, and let's put this. ME chest cannot read stores. Yeah, that's fine. Put this in here. Nope, I don't want to speed it up. Snowballs. And then we take this out. It still has to it. It only filled it half of it, kind of. And we can do that cyan, light gray, gray, pink, lime, yellow, light blue, magenta, orange, white, fluix, black. Snowballs should be somewhere in here, I think. Maybe it's just the fluix. I don't know. Maybe that could be the case, but that's fine. It does work with the ME chest, and it's really nice and neat. It doesn't really say on the wiki. I had to look up how to use it, but that's fine. Okay, so now that we have the singularities, we can grab TNT, and I'll just do this tiny TNT, which is really easy to use. And I think, I don't know, hold on. We can just make, is this this is angles? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is not gonna be, no, this is not gonna happen. Okay, I thought we were just gonna use this, but no, you know, you need the quantum chambers. Yeah, so I don't recall if you need to toss anything else with the singularities, or if you just do the, hold on, singularity. It says here, to create, drop 1 singularity and 1 ender dust and cause the explosion within the range of the items. Okay, so ender dust is going to be ender pearls, and we do have a pulverizer, or I made a pulverizer. I used it for something here. We're going to do this. Hold on, pulverizer, please pulverize this for me. So let's just get a stack of this. We should be fine. I'll just disable it once it finishes. Like that. Boom. Wonderful. And we can set up a pulverizer pulverizing ender dust at some point in the future. But we're going to go outside here because it's going to make just a tiny bit of an explosion. So we're going to do this. We'll grab our flint steel. And then we toss a singularity. And if I don't have my magnet on, singularity and this. Can I not light up that TNT? I thought that's how tiny TNT worked. TN. Oh wait, can I use the... Can I use this? Normally you can use this. Singularity, ender dust. There we go. Haha, I remember. So we don't need to use anything else. I have sand in my thing to fix this hole because it's gonna bother me. There we go. Okay. So we have the singularities now. I think we can just rename them and I can get more of these easily. I can probably just do this. Will this do all of them at once? Yes. Okay. Magical. We just have all of the quantum entangled singularities and they come in pairs because they go to the quantum link chambers. So let's get those going. Quantum link chamber. We need the quantum rings. I'll just set up a recipe for this because I think we have the dense cables. We might not have the energy cells, I think. We'll see. This is AE something stuff, so we're gonna put it AE here. So quantum ring. No, we don't have energy cells, so let's get those on the thing. Like that, and like that. And put those in here. And then this quantum thingy is the quantum entangled porter. So let me craft this. It's gonna take dragon hearts, so I can only make one for the moment, and this is gonna make one quantum link chamber. So I do have to go kill another ender dragon. So I'll do all of that right now. Just go kill the ender dragon and craft the rest of this, and I'll be back in a momento. I went out and fought 5 extra dragons, I believe, and now we have 4 quantum link chambers here, and I have 4 extra quantum link chambers. We just need another set of quantum rings. Actually, we need 24 total. So let's just get those going on the craft. And over here, we want to connect these to P2P tunnels because they can just be linked over. I mean, I could probably... would it be easier to just hook up dense cables? But then no, then we can't transfer 32 channels. If we would have to have a side of the ME controller to do the whole thingy with the dense cables. But we're just gonna do. I have here P2P tunnels. I just need some cable anchors, just so we can hook this up properly. I'm gonna go down here. Oh, maybe get out here. It's gonna be a little bit difficult connecting all of this, but that should be fine. I could probably. Well, no, I can't do a P2P tunnel here connected to this P2P tunnel and then a P2P tunnel over there. Don't think that would work. But we can teleport between places and set up P2P tunnels. If you have a better way to do this, let me know. But that's just going to connect to that one. And because it's going to be on the green channel, it's going to be fine. Oh, it's connecting to that one as well. So let's not do that. And let's do like that and like that. And I believe I can link this P2P tunnel here. We can even test this. Let's just do a quick, simple test. And I think we're gonna get to the end of the episode here, probably. So I have this connected to the magic base. So we're gonna put one here, and we're gonna put one here. And I believe this requires power, so we can do a quartz fiber and put that there. And then we can just do a cable. Doesn't matter which one it is. I think this should just give it power. Hopefully. I don't think it needs channels. Do you need? You should be able to just have power. Yeah, those don't connect. This should be giving out power. No? Because this should be connected. What if we just do this? Oh, It's lighting up a little bit. It is lit up, isn't it? And this one has the magic base inside. And I believe this one also needs power, so you just need to do a energy acceptor, and we're gonna do an advanced power cell. I believe this just needs this on this side for it to have power. Yeah, there we go. This is really blinking weirdly, but it is powered. I could even put P2P tunnels on top and the bottom if I needed extras, and I can just bring in power from some side. I don't actually have any space on the sides, but that doesn't matter. So this has the stuff, and what if we do a P2P tunnel here? That would transfer. I don't know if that's gonna even work. I don't know if each one of these just does 32 channels by default. I need to go read on this. Hold on. So I got it working, sorta. Not the exact way I wanted, but I don't know if you can go this complex. I don't know if it's super complex, but I don't know if you can go this complex in this system, I guess. But if I just connect a dense cable over to here, I get channels, or I get power through it. I have a separate energy acceptor giving it power. And the way I did the P2P tunnels in the middle, if I can get in there, there we go. I set up, this one goes down to the bottom. I don't know if that really makes a difference. If I have more than one P2P tunnel going into the side, if you can transfer more than 32 channels per, like if each of these quantum ring sides counts as 32 channels. I don't know if that's the case. But then I have 4 P2P tunnels that go to 4 of the sides here, the way we have it. And then over here, we have the bottom one, which is that one right there, that green cable that you can see where I'm pointing at, basically. So the problem I'm having is if I want to bring out the channels, I have one being used by this level emitter. So we have channels here, but I cannot connect P2P tunnels on this cable. For some reason, like this says device missing channel and device offline because it doesn't have power. What if we do this? Or do science? Where did you go, quartz fibers? Because made a couple. So what if I do this? Bam, bam, bam. Device online. Device missing channel. So this one is online because it gets power. We have a powered terminal. We just don't see the items because this doesn't get a channel. And I don't know why. And I don't know if I can, we can do an experiment. So this one is on the, let's get inside actually. So let's say this one, we copy it, and then I'll copy it over here. Let's see if it's missing channels. And I can't probably put it right here and say that it would be, it's offline right now because it doesn't have power. But if we give it a white cable, we're gonna see if it links or even does anything. No, because it doesn't get any sort of power or anything. So I don't know, we could easily, we're probably not gonna need that many channels over by the like Botania area or whatever, so we can just possibly run dense cables or just put a dense cable and then run an ME conduit and just run 4 of those to the 4 corresponding spots that I need. But I would love to know if the way what I'm trying to do is possible. And also, I don't know why this is flickering. I have an energy cell that is full of power and this is still flickering. And I don't know what or why is making this happen. And I don't know if it has to do with any of the P2P tunnels that I have connected to it, if I need to bring it out a bit more and put on dense cables or something. Like, I don't know how this is supposed to work. And I don't really have a way. I mean, maybe with cable anchors I could bring, but that would mean it would be just one dense cable connected to 4. That's why I want the P2P tunnels. I was thinking bringing 4 separate dense cables over to this. But then I would need to expand the ME controller or just remove like one of the sides here. Remove basically fully this and then just run dense cables. That would be a horrible wire mess. So I'm not going to do that. But I have all of these linked up. I have a Botania one. And then this red one is going to be for blood magic. This white one is going to be astral sorcery. And this one is going to be Thumbcraft. So I have those set up. I have the quantum link rings, the singularities. We're going to need a bit more energy acceptors, but I'm going to make those in between episodes. And I think I'm going to end it off here. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. I have items floating underneath me. Let's clean this up a little bit. But I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Also, consider subscribing to see new videos. Support me on Patreon if you want. And I'll see you all in the next episode, when we'll hopefully finally get to building. That I've been saying for the past 2 episodes. But that's okay. Alrighty, bye.